Hello friends, today we will see in this session we will learn what is routing and navigation in the Angular. So before going to the code, let me to give you some brief description or brief idea. When Angular was not there in the forum, so at that time when user was trying to fetch one page, he was requesting from the front end to the server to provide the page link or page path. But after Angular arrived to this forum, that hurdle went away. Again, what happened? Angular itself will provide the path on the front end itself and provide the required page to the user. If you can see my screen, I have 3 buttons. You can treat it as one navigation bar. I have 3 options. One is home, another is about, third one is contact. If user will click on home button or home icon, he will supposed to get the home page. If user will click on the about option, the about page will be displayed. Similarly for contact, the contact page will be displayed. So this is properly called routing, when user will be requesting some page to display over the screen or UI after clicking on certain path or certain button, certain link. So as per the Angular concept, Angular itself will provide the page at the front end without connecting to the back end. That is called routing. So I hope you got this basic idea. Now what we will do inside the code, we will create 3 components and we will add the routing path and we will see how it is actually working. Let's go to the code. So I am opening my terminal. Here is my Angular application. Let me to create 3 components: ng, g for generate, c for component, my component name. Oh. Similarly, ng, g, c, about. Similarly, ng, g, c, contact. So I have created 3 components. Let's go to the code, base code. If we will check, press the page, I have 3 components already created. One is home, contact and about. The next step is, if I will open to the afternoon.ts, I have already created 3 more components which have been already added inside the declaration. Okay, imported and already added inside the declaration array. Let's go to the app RouterModule.ts. When you will be creating the fresh application, this file will be created by default. So here what I need to do for the routing, Angular routing, first we have to import all 3 newly created components. First is home component, this one. Next, similarly, import about component. The third one is import contact component. First I imported 3 components to app-routing.module.ts file and saving it. If you see this line, const routes : here inside this array we need to declare 3 elements. The first one will be for home component, which need to be displayed once user will click on the home icon or home button. Second one is about, third one is contact. So inside this routes array, what we will write, path home. When path is home, we need to display the component home component. Similarly, when path is about, we need to display which component, that is about component. Similarly, when the path is contact, we need to display contact component. Let's save this file. Let's go to, then now the question is where I will display all these three files. So if you see the app component.html, this is our base application file. If you find it, router-outlet. So all these files, over the button click, over the icon click, those files will be rendered inside this router-outlet directory. Let's say here we want to create all three navigation bar, nav, inside it here I have to add router link, so all the path name, not so let me to copy all this, then about, then contact, here let me to add one active class, router link active. These are all are predefined. You need to add. Save this file. So here Israel clicking on home link, it will match this path to this path. If that is present, it will provide with the respective component. Similarly, for about, it will match for here the about and provide the about component, and so on. Let's test it. My application ran successfully. Let me to open the page. http localhost /home. If inside the URL my path is home, there are three components. Let me do some modification. If I will be clicking on home icon, if home works. If I will click on about works. If I will click on contact works. So when I am clicking on any link, the respective components are rendered. So this is called route. If you will see this URL, my path is changing. For home, path is changing. For about, this is the different path. For contact also, this is also different path. So this is exactly called routing. But here the question is, let's say someone typed directly test, which is not defined inside our routing module. You can see there are some errors is visible in the console. There are uncut error cannot match any routes URL segment test. So for this, what we can do, let's generate first one more component in G generate seek for component page not found. Let's go to our code. Here inside our RouterModule, we have to add one more segment. First import that component to here. Import page not found component. Let's run it. Let's run the same test case in G-S. We click on home works, about was, contact was. So let's say instead of this, I will add one undefined route path, that is test. You will see directly render page not found works because there is no page with there is no component created with respective of this particular path test. So this particular thing is called as in Angular wildcard routing. I hope when you will be appear in interview, the interviewer used to ask this question, what is your wildcard routing? So this is particularly called wildcard routing, but this has one issue. We need to add one more line. I will show you what is the disadvantage here. Let's say I am running the core app. When I am running the core app, it itself showing page not found works. So in the first line of this routes array, I need to add path colon, which is blank, which will represent the core path, that is localhost colon 4200. After that, redirect to, let's say, first when user is opening the application, user wants to see the home page, redirect to home path, that is home, and the next one is path match. full. So there are two types of variable or two types of string we can add to the path mesh. One is full, one is suffix. So what it says, when there is no router path found, it will be redirected to the home page. On the home route path, it will return to the home component. On about route path, it will go redirect to the about component. For the contact component. When there is no route path found, automatically it will be redirecting to one default component, that is which I created page not found component. Okay, now let's run this, run the test. So my application is running successfully. If let's say user opened like localhost :4200, now it is rendering the home component. As I have instructed Angular, when there is no path found, please redirect to the home component. Similarly, I have shown you on home click, home works, on about clicks, about page rendered, on contact clicks, the contact component rendered. When there is no route found, let's say demo has, we have not defined any page for demo path, so it is rendering page not found component. So this is completely overable router and navigation of the Angular any Angular application. If you are new here in this session, you can find one interview question which I said wildcard routing. At any interview, interviewer used to ask this question. So in the next session, we'll see other types of routing, other type of routing in the component.ts file, adding inside the component.ts file. Also, there are one more thing, children or child routing. You can add, let's say you have the contact component. Inside the contact component, we can add also multiple components, which is called child routing. That we need to check going forward. If you like this, I hope you will liking this video. I will add this code to my GitHub and provide the path inside the description box. Please go through it. And if you are new, try to learn how routing and navigation works at Angular. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.